my sweet pals, and welcome back to my channel. I am currently bouncing on my birthing ball, waiting for this baby to arrive. Hopefully by the time this video is uploaded and you guys are watching this, the baby is here, okay? I mean, enough already. I'm ready to meet you, my sweet lady. But in the meantime, I've been enjoying making videos, even though, like I said in this last one, I thought I would take a little break. This in between time of waiting for her to arrive in my 39th week has been such a roller coaster and a mental game of fortitude and perseverance. And I really have found that making videos brings me so much joy and lessens my anxiety to the nth degree. So here we are. I've been wanting to do this video anyways for so long, and that's names, oh well, you guys saw the title, but names we loved but ultimately didn't end up going with. This is all to say, I'm gonna hold on to one extra name. We landed on the name we wanted for quite some time now. We've been using it. It makes sense. I feel like it is her name. It just made sense to both of us. But there is a backup name that we also really liked, that I guess I'll just hold on to until after she arrives, and then I can share it with you, just in case the moment we meet her, we're like, whoa, she is not the name we thought she was. I think she really is this name. And or if we between the time this video is being made to the time she arrives, we meet someone of the name we were going to use, and they are not the kind of person we want our child to be. So there you go. The reason why we haven't told anyone our name yet, a lot of people have been asking me that, especially in my real life. It's why? Do you think we're gonna steal the name? It's not that at all. We were told, one of the first things we were told by parents, friends who have kids, was don't tell the name ahead of time. A lot of people said it's because you want to see the baby and be like, that's your name. But mostly it's because you don't want to say it and then someone not like it or make a face or have an opinion about it, and that get in your head and then change your opinion about the name. So we decided to just hold it tight to our chest because we love this name, and we know the minute everyone meets her and hears it, whether they preconceive, whether they thought that name was cool or not, they're gonna love it because they're gonna love her, and we're so blessed for that. So I did have a list running, and then as we kept going through the names, I would erase them on my phone, which was not a smart thing to do in terms of this video. But a friend of mine actually texted me their list of names, and a lot of our names were on there. So let's dive into it now. We wanted something a little bit funky, but not too funky. We wanted something a little bit original, so she wouldn't be in a classroom and a million people have the same name. We are going by Jeff's last name, not his stage name, which is confusing to many people. Anderson, which is a very basic last name, so we wanted to make sure that the name was a little bit funky to go with Anderson. So there was a lot of factors going into this. We decided that we weren't going to name her first name after anyone, which is very traditional to do in the Jewish culture. But we will be doing a Hebrew baby naming, so we were gonna name her after a aunt of mine when we do that. So we just really wanted a name that felt fun and fresh and a little funky and a lot of us. So one of the names we actually came upon kind of late in the game that we liked was Maggie. We thought Maggie was a really, really sweet kind of fun name. We like to try to tie it into things that we like, maybe stories that we had. We didn't really have a specific one for Maggie, so I don't know why I just brought that up, but we liked Maggie. We thought it was kind of fun and funky, but then we thought Maggie Anderson sounded maybe like a lady that brings donuts to the office, so we passed on Maggie. But that was up there for a long time, along with Ellie. We really like IE names or Y names. Ellie we were really into for a while. And then we started seeing that name pop up so much, especially on Instagram. Jeff just kept saying he kept seeing like bikini models named Ellie. So we decided not to go with Ellie, but Ellie was like a strong contender for a long time. I'm gonna consult my friends list. Parker, we definitely toyed with for a quick moment. We liked the name. We were kind of leaning more towards Parker if we were gonna have a boy. When we started thinking about names before we knew if it was if baby was a boy or girl, we were having so much trouble with boy names. So when we found out it was a girl, we were so excited for so many reasons, but mostly because we didn't have to deal with trying to pick out a boy name. The one boy name that we both really liked was Cal. We thought that was pretty cute. I'm trying to think what other boy names. Let's see if this list. We liked Penny, but my friend's kid's name was Penny. I liked Georgie, but Jeff didn't like Georgie. We also really liked the name Billy, and we talked about Billy a lot. B-I-L-L-I-E for a girl. But then we assumed that a lot of people would associate it with Billie Eilish, which wasn't like what we were going for. We love Billie Eilish, but like we don't love her to the point of like naming our child after her. We would be more of a Billie Holiday type of family. But then we figured like a lot of people probably in this generation will be naming their kids Billy because of Billie Eilish. So we passed on that. Jeff had a lot of movie ideas. Like he really wanted Ripley after Aliens, and I just could not get behind Ripley. I wanted to, and I wanted to support his passion and love for this, but it just like wasn't working for me. And then Riley, he was like, well, how about Riley? And I just like couldn't get behind that either. But both very cute names, and in fact we knew someone that like ended up naming their kid Ripley, but it was just a little too funk for me. I really liked Otis if we were to have a boy. Jeff still makes fun of me for that. I just thought it was so cute, and in fact we have friends that just named their kid Otis, but Jeff couldn't get behind that. There was a lot of names that like Jeff really liked and I really didn't like, and then names I really liked and he really didn't like. I think like Maisie was one of the ones that I really liked. Oh, we've talked about this one before. Like I really liked Paige, but Jeff used to date a girl named Paige, so he couldn't name her Paige. And we also like the name Luke, but like one of our dear friends' name is Luke, so couldn't do that. There's a lot of like either we have friends with those names or their kids have those names, or one of us has dated someone with those names. That came up a whole lot. We were also given a lot of suggestions for like old-timey names like Goldie or Faye, things like that, but I think those never really hit us completely, although we do like traditional names. I would just like lay in bed and like go through every letter in the alphabet and think about every name that came up through that. I feel like we went through so many lists online also, which are like really great resources. But ultimately our name just kind of fell out. Scout, which I've talked about before, and Jeff thinks is a dog's name, and a lot of you actually sent cute pictures of your dog's name, Scout. I still think Scout is a really cute name. I know it's from To Kill a Mockingbird. I always just really liked it. I think we toyed with Peter for a boy at one point. Oh, I loved Fox for a boy, which is like kind of unlike me because I'm, again, a little bit more traditional. But we kind of both liked Fox. We were like, oh, our family will just go nuts if they like learn that our child's name is Fox. That I can't imagine our parents wrapping their heads around that. But we both like kind of liked that. That was like as funky of a name as it was gonna get for us. Yeah, if it was a boy, definitely like Fox was a contender. I think I toyed with Summer at some point. Jeff's mom really liked Ava, which we both like also agree is a really pretty name, but that suggestion came after we had already landed on our name. Names are tricky, man. I mean, listen, nowadays people are changing their names like all the time, and if she decides she wants to change her name, so be it. But for a while, she's gonna have this name, and I feel like it does really like sort of dictate your path for a while, and that is your identity for a long time. So the pressure around that. And Jeff always wanted to like have a story behind the name, so that he could tell the story to her when she asked like where her name comes from, because I guess he didn't really have much of a story behind his name. And now that I think about it, I didn't have much of a story behind my name either, but that never like rubbed me in the wrong way. I've always just like liked my name, but I did have the same name as many people in school, so I was always Lisa S. And we were trying to prevent that for her, but we will see how we did. I'm gonna go through the list that I found online that we were kind of looking at. Oh, Mia, we both kind of liked Mia. I threw out Chloe, but that was a no-go. We both liked Willow, but that just came up recently and we didn't like it enough to like to choose it over the name we already chose, but we liked Willow. I kind of like Daisy, but I think it was a little too on the nose in terms of hippie vibes for Jeff. You know I gotta have like a hippie baby, but her name doesn't necessarily need to be Daisy. That's on so many lists right now though. Oh, I really liked Olive. I thought that was really cute. Talked about Polly at one point. See, Ellie. Oh, May. I loved May, as in M-A-E, but that just didn't go very far. But I did love that one, and that was on the list. Ooh, I just saw our name on a list, which I don't usually see it on the list. We knew we wanted something short, so there's the spoiler. We didn't want anything too long. And that's about it, I think. It was very rare, except for our other backup, like our backup name, which we also really like and is so cute. But I think ultimately we were like, I don't know, it didn't click. And what the big like kicker was with that backup name, which I'll explain once she's here, is that we couldn't figure out a middle name that worked in conjunction with the first name and the last name. For many reasons, it just didn't flow. And so ultimately we landed on our name, which I'm excited to share with you guys when she arrives. So hope that gave you guys a little bit of inspiration and or just like was fun to listen to and hear sort of the directions we were going in. Nothing too funky, but trying to find something. I just wanted something, I feel like she's gonna be a little feisty. She's a Leo and she's taking her sweet time to get out here. So she's like doing her own thing already. So yeah, feisty and just a little bit, just a little different. You know what I mean? Traditional in many ways, but also still a little bit uncommon. At least we haven't heard this, we don't hear this name that often. So there you go. Any guesses? Let me know in the comments below. And hopefully next time I see you, I will be with this baby on the outside. We will see. If you guys are just catching up with me, I know a lot of you are randomly getting my videos now in your sub boxes after years of not realizing that I'm here. Hi, still here. I made a whole video about why I won't be sharing my baby on camera with you guys. Maybe she'll be in a carrier, you'll see the back of her if and when I decide to come back. The chances are, well, okay, sorry. There's a whole video on why I won't be sharing her face online. And if that doesn't please you, I'm so sorry, but that is my personal choice and I am sticking by that and I feel very strongly about that. Made a whole video about that, so check that out. But going back to like, will I be back? You know, again, like I said, I thought I would be taking this week off from making videos and I don't know if I'm addicted to doing this or if it's my safe place, if it's my diary, if it's just something that makes me feel good. But right now it just makes me feel good. So we'll see how this works with the baby girl. I feel like I'm gonna need an outlet. And if you guys are willing to go on this journey with me and continue going on this journey with me, then I will continue to probably make videos and probably as soon as I humanly can without feeling like I'm compromising the experience of becoming a new mother. But you guys have been with me through thick and thin, and so on to the next chapter. Thanks for being here. I love you guys very much, and I will see you next time, however that looks. Thumbs up. Love you guys. Bye.